Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Dr. Lorenzo Mirabelli here again. I've received quite a lot of requests from patients, friends, family, etc. Regarding food or nutrition choices to assist or help certain body systems. Now, when I say body systems, I mean, respiratory system or your cardiovascular system, etc. So this is one of about 7 or 8 parts, just to give a little bit more information into it. Now, obviously during my consultations we would have gone through why these foods are so beneficial. We're going to start with the lungs with this particular series, and hopefully people who smoke or have asthma or have breathing problems, respiratory problems, things of the like nature, start to really take these on board. I've used them all these different kinds of theories, all these different kinds of ways of fasting, all these different kinds of ways of juicing. So everything that I'm telling you now, not only is it very well researched, but it's also tried by myself, tried and tested. So hopefully it sheds a little bit more light into the situation. Now, the lungs are obviously a very important organ in the body. They have to do with not only oxygenation of the blood, taking oxygen up, but more importantly, getting rid of carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, and other noxious gases, which obviously change qualities of the blood, let's just say. So the lungs are a very, very important part of the body, obviously. Now, lungs also associated with the emotion grief or loss as well. So for most of my facilitation equilibrium patients out there, understanding the basis of the grief or the perceived loss, etc., is going to have a huge, tremendous epigenetic and therefore physiological change and response in the lungs. But let's get back to the foods that are going to support the lungs. So, as a general rule, most vegetables and fruits which are white or white-fleshed are generally quite good for the lungs. So think about things that are white. They're your onions, your spring onions, your leeks, etc. They're white-fleshed, garlics, things of the like nature, and they're really going to help cleanse the lungs. If you ask someone who studied traditional Chinese medicine, they're going to say, oh yeah, onions, they're lung food, that's lung food. And they're absolutely right. There are recipes that you can make just onion broth that is tremendously helpful in moving and shifting any kind of congestion in the lungs. So you've got all your white foods and your garlics and your onions and things, apples as well, your honeys, black peppers, horseradish, turmeric, broccoli, potatoes as well. So far in my research I haven't seen if one potato is particularly better than the other. So I suppose the best quality ones that you can find are obviously top of the list. What else was there? There was another one that I wanted to mention. Sweet potato as well, and sweet potato. So most of these can be obviously eaten raw, including your potatoes and sweet potatoes. Give them a good wash first, obviously. If they're bought from your supermarket, give them a little bit of a wash with organic apple cider vinegar, just to get rid of any trace heavy metals and things like that, which might come from fertilizers or insecticides, just to make sure it's nice and clean for you. You don't want to bring that kind of stuff into the body. Give it a good wash, eat it raw. That's about as good as you can possibly get, but obviously not everyone is going to do that and really enjoy it, unless you're a little bit weird like me. So whack it into a stew or a soup or something like that, and make sure you drink the liquid, okay? Drink the broth, because obviously the water and the process of boiling is going to leach that all out of the fruits. So I hope that's been insightful, guys. This is a part of one part of a lot of different series to do with the different systems in the body. So have a bit of a look through. I'm going to be obviously talking about reproductive system, cardiovascular system, digestive system, skin, all that kind of stuff. So hopefully it's been insightful. Good luck. And if there's any questions, leave a comment, or probably the best way is to email us here at either info or Lorenzo at The Health Studio, all one word, thehealthstudio.com.au, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Thank you very much for listening. Take care.